Okay, good day everyone. My name is Dising Lera Angelica, the first presenter. And, and our topic, or let's talk about a problem solving and creativity. Now, here's our objectives. First is identify the stages or the process of a problem solving and creativity. The second one is reflect the importance of process in the problem solving and creativity. And the third one is reflect a short drama, create a short drama using the three elements of scenario. Now, now let me introduce the subtopic of our topic. First is the introduction of problem solving. Then the next one is we introduce the four major elements. Then next is types of problems and approaches to the problem solving. Next is problem solving cycle. Next is the creativity in problem solving. Creativity in problem solving, which is present by Henon. The subtopic is what is creativity. Then creativity developmental theory. Then the next one is several process of creativity by Guilford in 1967. Then the creativity process stages, the transfer of learning in problem solving and creativity. Then the theories by Woolfolk 2017. The theory of generalizations. Then the classroom application of cognitive learning theories. Now, uh, let me introduce you the introduction of a problem solving. Here now, the current state, the black obstacle, and then the desired goal, which is the current state is the presence of Anna's competitors. Then the next one is the block or obstacle, also a presence of competitors of Anna. Then the next one is desired goal, to sustain the loyalty of the customer. Now, the current state is Anna have catering services is profitable, but then the the days come, have a group of have a group have a group that put up a business like Anna, and then it's also profitable also like Anna's. And then and then the desired goal of Anna is to sustain the loyalty of a customer to to her business to grow up. And next, now, problem solving refers to cognitive processing directed at achieving a goal for which the solver does not initially know a solution method, according to Mayer 2013. Now, refers to cognitive process, it's talk about a mind of a person. That's the problem is comes to our mind. Syempre, mamomroblema tayo dahil tayo ay nag-iisip. Then without thinking without directly thinking what is the solution. Then is the four major elements. The four major elements of the problem solving, according to Mayer 2013 and Whitrock 2006. Here are the four major elements according to Mayer 2013 and Whitrock 2006. First elements is cognitive. Problem solving occurs within the problem solver's cognitive system and can only be inferred indirectly from the problem solver's behavior. If we talk about cognitive, we talk about our mind. Our mind, which is the problem is directly to our mind. Okay, that's a problem. And the next one is the process. Next element is a process. Problem solving involves mental computation in which an operation is applied to a mental representation, sometimes resulting in the creation of a new mental representation. If we talk about the process, yes, if our problem is, oh my goodness, if our process is, if our problem is putting our mind, or naisip na natin kung ano ang ating problema, then we need to have a process. What next are we doing? What next? Anong gagawin natin sa susunod na level to solve the problem? Then next is directed. Problem solving is aimed at achieving a goal. Syempre, directly, if we have a problem, then directly we need to achieve the goal. Then the last one is fourth, personal. Problem solving depends on the existing knowledge of the problem solver, so that what is a problem for one problem solving may not be a problem for someone who already know a solution method. If we talk about personal, it's depend at the existing of knowledge of a problem solver. Hindi naman tayo lahat magkapareho siguro tayo ng problema, pero magkaiba-iba rin ang ating solusyon. Yan. Next is types of problems. We have well-defined and ill-defined. Okay. In well-defined, as one that provides all the information to solve it. So, like for example, in the book, the example is 4 plus 3 equals 7. Now, you need to add the 4 and the 3, then you solve the 7, then you solve the problem. And then another example is when you buy noodles or a can, then there's a direction how to cook or how to open it in a can. Then that's well defined. The information is already there. Then the next one is ill-defined. The initial state of the problem is given, but what the goal state looks like is not provided, according to Robertson, 2015, where an aspects of the problem scenario are not well specified, the problem description are not definite, or the information needed to solve it is not expressed in the problem statement, according to Chai and Glaser, 1985. Now, in the ill-defined, if you talk about ill-defined is ito ay problema. Ito, like for example, is the our problem here in our community is let's talk about proper waste disposal. Ano ang paraan para maano yung mga basura. But then the problem is proper waste disposal, but then the solution is hindi talaga natin alam kung ano ang solusyon nito at kung ano talaga ang dahilan. Now, let's proceed to approaches to problem solving. There is a behaviorist and gestaltist approach. There is two approaches. Behaviorist is a reproductive, and then the gestaltist is the productive. If we talk about reproductive, is uses the past to deal the present problem, and the mm, the the behaviorist is reproducing a previous behavior to solve a problem. Like for example is here in the book is the example is the gardening garden. Pigmatok is traditionally used because the crop science teacher told is the about gardening. If we talk about gestal behaviorist is uses the past, using a past deal to solve the present problem. Then the next one is gestaltist is productive it's talk about productive process. Yes, and we talk about a productive process is like for example if we here in the book is a science students. Here a science student saw a rural folk using Acapulco extract. Locally known as andadasi in a antifungal treatment. Okay, the Acapulco is antifungal treatment antifungal treatment to maybe put in the face to for the pimples for the pimples. And then the students is until he put his face, and then he or she recognized that the Acapulco is not for the treatment treatment, but it is also for the smooth skins, or treatment for the face for the smooth skins and whitening. That's a gestaltic. It goes beyond the past to deal with each new situation. Okay, here is the step 1 of the ideal model in problem solving. Step 1 is identify the problem and opportunities. Problem solving initially identifies the problem or potential problem. Determining the causes of the problem is necessary to pinpoint the major causes to prioritize in resolving the problem. When we say identify the problem and opportunities, like for example, sa susunod na semester, hindi ka muna pag-aaralin ng yung magulang kasi kasi they are not financially incapable. Then isang sem lang yon. Then and then opportunities mo na yun na yung opportunities mo na na it's either magtatrabaho ka muna or mag student working. Yun. And then the identify problem, you need to identify what is the real problem in the main problem. Now let's proceed to step 2. Define goals. Requires you to carefully define your goals in the problem situation. For a problem situation, a group of people could identify the existence of a general problem and agree that it represents an opportunity, but still disagree what their goals should be. Define goals. When we say define goals, we need to define what goals should be done, or what goals should be directly to point. kung ano talaga yung gusto nating ma-achieve or anong step natin para ma-achieve yung mga yung mga goals. Then step 3, let's proceed to step 3. Explore possible strategy. These steps involves looking back at your goals and finding possible strategies to solve the problem. In it entails the recall of procedural knowledge from long-term memory. According to Bransford and Stein, 1993, argued that even when people explicitly try to solve problems, they often fail to use appropriate strategies. Explore possible strategies, and there are two major in two major strategies. First is the heuristic strategy. Is a rule of thumb, a mental shortcut that works for solving a problem, especially those about decision-making tasks. According to Newell and Simon 1972, suggested 3 general problem-solving heuristics for moving from a given state to a goal state. First is random trial error. Then involves randomly selecting a legal move and applying it to create a new problem state and repeating that process until the goal state is reached. Random trial, when we say random trial and error, we say try until you succeed. This what they mean. Then the next is hill climbing. Hill climbing involves selecting the legal move that moves the problem solver closer to the goal state. Yung magpursige ka lang, gawin mo lang yung step by step sa goal mo para at the end of the day malapit ka na sa tuktok ng iyong tagumpay. Then number 2 of the heuristic, according to Newell and Simon, men's end analysis involves creating goals and seeking moves that can accomplish the goal. If a goal cannot be directly accomplished, a sub-goal is created to remove one or more obstacle. Then the number 2 of the major strategy is algorithm. Algorithm used of a series of steps to solve a problem. The elements of an algorithm include clarity of what is to be done, defined inputs, outputs, and results and preconditions. No. Doon natin makikita sa algorithm, doon natin makikita yung sa step by step the step by step na sinunod mo na sa to achieve your goal, doon mo makita okay. Doon mo makita yung mga challenges mo, yung mga trial mo, yung mga yung nadapa ka, tapos yung mga taong may nasasabi sa iyo, doon mo makikita na you achieve them. Then the next step is number 4. Number 4 steps is anticipate outcomes and act. Once a strategy is selected, the person must anticipate what outcomes will likely be. The expectation is the solution to the problem. In problem solving, when we say anticipate outcomes and act, dapat buo ang loob mo kung buo ang loob mo na ma-resolve yung mga problema mo. Ma-resolve mo yung problema mo, then buo yung mentally and physically you are positive in your mind that itong problema ko ma-achieve ko talaga to. Then number 5, the last number is look back and learn. What transpired after the planned strategy to solve the problem is proof of its effectiveness. In metacognition, this step is the evaluation of the actions or solutions implemented. Look back and learn. When we say look back and learn, it's obviously that we need to, like for example, sa nag-aaral tayo nag-aaral, syempre, ang problema natin is we need to achieve. We need to achieve, then there's so many challenges, struggles, financial status that we face. Then at the end of the day, if we get our degree holder or we success, then we need to look back and learn every steps of our life.
To continue our report, my topic is all about creativity in problem solving. So what is creativity? Creativity means it's just more than just coming up with cool ideas. It's about combining existence, knowledge, and skills in new ways to solve problem or create something unique. So Plucker defined activity as the interaction among aptitude, process, and the environment by which an individual or group produce a perceptible product that is hot, novel, and useful as defined within the social context. So next is the process. The process, when we talk about the process, is the way to think and approach problem influenced with creativity. Do you experiment with the different approaches? Your creative process is how you turn your aptitude into action. And the third is the environment. Environment with you around you shape your creativity, supportive families, inspiring teachers, and access to resource can you all encourage creativity thinking. Next is the creativity develop. First is the developmental theory, which advocate that creative develop over time. And the second is it is mediated by an interaction of person and environment. The third cognitive theory of the activity state that thought processes are foundational to creative person and accomplishment. Next is the several process of creativity by Guilford, 1967. Fluency. Fluency is defined as the ability to produce a great number of ideas or problem solution in a short period. The second is the flexibility. It's the ability to simultaneously propose a variety of the approaches to a specific problem. Next is the originality. Refers to the ability to produce new original ideas as well as product. The last is the elaboration. It is the ability to stimulate and organize the details of the idea in one's head of the carry it out. Then the next is the creativity process stage. First is the preparation. It is the initial stage of the creativity process. So for the example of the preparation, it is the musician might spend time researching different musical genre and style for the prepare for writing a new song. And then the second is the incubation. Incubation where you unconsciously continues to work on the idea. For the example of that is the after working on the painting, an artist might put it aside for a few days, allowing their subconscious and mind to continue working on the piece. Third is the illumination. The subconscious thoughts find a connection with the consciousness and eureka moment. Eureka moment. The example of that is the scientist might suddenly have a breakthrough idea while taking a work or doing something unrelated to their research. Then the last is the verification. Verification involves working with the idea into a form that can be tested and once proven. So for example of that is the writer might revise and edit their story multiple times to ensure it is well written or engaging. Then the next is the transfer of learning in problem solving and creativity. Number one is the near transfer and far transfer. So when learners apply their knowledge and skills